Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 22 and today we are starting things off down in the caves. As you can see, I've been doing just a tiny bit of mining. In fact, I say a tiny bit of mining. We've actually done a really decent job so far. As you can see, I've gathered up a bunch of iron, I've got a bunch of coal, some diamonds, some redstone, everything like that. Exuma has just joined onto the server for this morning because we are starting things off nice and early today. And I am super excited to be recording this episode because a ton of stuff has happened over this weekend and I'm just over the moon. I don't really know what to say. Oh, we just found diamonds! Can today get any better? Well, it wasn't too many diamonds. There's more diamonds! That was a good find. Okay, sweet. Well, we've got a bunch of diamonds now. We've got 45 diamonds in one mining session. But yeah, a bunch of awesome stuff has happened. Obviously, this weekend I moved into my new house. I'm still recording in my bedroom at the minute. In my bedroom, in my parents' house, that's where I'm currently recording. But over this week, I will be moving in. And once the internet is set up in the new house, and I've got all of my soundproofing tiles and all my soundproofing equipment, I'm going to get myself set up in there. But also, just a ton of stuff. Like, we're hitting 1 million subscribers. We're flying towards that. My base is coming together really nicely. All of you guys have been super positive down in the comment section. At the minute, everything is going really quite well. But anyway, I'm going to continue mining for the next couple of minutes because this is going wonderfully and I don't want it to end. So I'm going to crack on with this one, then we'll crack on with the rest of the projects for the rest of today's Hermitcraft episode. Let's go. Now, before we begin today's episode, I just want to mention something very quickly that I'm sure is going to excite quite a few of you. I mean, I'm fairly certain that this is going to be met with hands up in the air pretty much all over the place because I'm going to be changing up my strategy for recording my Hermitcraft episodes, and it should lead to more progress being made per episode. Now, obviously, you know, progress is something that I like to make a decent amount of per episode. There are people on the Hermitcraft server that do more than me, okay, I will freely admit that, but I like to sort of keep the balance of chatting as well as making progress. But when I move into my new house, of course, you know, I'm going to have loads more free time to record videos, and that means that I don't have to record my videos in sessions anymore. So it used to be that I would just do one flat out recording session. I would record when I was able to record, and I would record the entire episode pretty much, in one long session. Now, for big projects, obviously that got pretty tiring. To be talking and to be playing Minecraft for that long, it got pretty tiring on the brain and on the mouth. So now I'm going to be changing things up and I'm going to be recording in bits. I'm going to do like mini recording sessions that last maybe 3 to 4 hours each time, and I'll do 2 or 3 of those for every Hermitcraft episode, which should mean that A, I sound more excitable throughout the entire thing, I don't sort of drop off towards the end, but B, we do more in the episode, which I personally am extremely excited about. I can't wait to start doing it, and that should happen in the next couple of weeks or so. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I thought I had a lot of diamonds. I did. I thought I was doing really well. I've got 45 diamonds in this mining session, but boy oh boy, someone is bling-blinging up the server right there. That is pretty sweet. Okay, so our first little project of today's episode of Hermitcraft is to find the central point of my base, which I've done right here. I then need to extend lines of 27 blocks out from that central block to create the cross sections of our circle, which is going to be 55 blocks in diameter. So this is 27 blocks plus 1, 55. So that is everything done. As you can see right here, we've got all of our cross sections in place. But the issue is that there's land in the way. I mean, we've got loads of land over here. We also have like a bunch of land missing over here, and we need to make sure that our circle sort of matches up. So we basically need to do a bunch of terraforming and a bunch of clearing. So the clearing mission has now been completed. As you can see right here, we've got a very large open space, and also, by the look of things, a floating floating rose up there. I think I know what this is going to do. Yep, there we go. So now we can take that out, and there we go. That's now gone. Before, all of you accused me of, like, clearing out the area using MC Edit or something like that. That's just one of those glitches that happens when you play on a server. But, yes, the entire area is now cleared out. We have basically created a gigantic spawning platform for all of the mobs, which is brilliant for little old me, who is taking one heck of a beating, as you can see right here. But now what we have to do is we've actually got to create the circle, which of course I'm going to do all at once because you guys have seen me build hundreds of circles recently, and I'm not going to put you through that again. So there is Mr. Mumbo Jumbo himself. He is staring down at his handiwork. As you can see, my circle is now all completed. It is looking very circle-like. I mean, I'm getting pretty good at building the whole circles now. You know, I can do it really well, and you guys have heard me talk about circles so many times in the past couple episodes that I'm not going to talk about this too much, because as you can see, something else has also popped up, and that is this thing. Now, this might look just a little bit strange, okay? I'm going to give you a minute to sort of take in what's going on here, because at the minute we've just got like a single line of blocks going up like this. Now, I have to say, this is about the 4th or 5th time I've done this. I was trying out various different sizes and various different sort of gradients, I guess you could say, of curve. But this is the one that I've sort of ended on because I think it looks really cool. This is a really nice curve down at the bottom here, and essentially what this is going to be is a power beam. Now, it's going to be difficult to explain this because this is not a real thing, okay? I'm not describing something that actually exists in real life, but I like to think this is like a mystical thing, a mystical power source that is holding up my base. Because as you can see, my base is flying, and although things in Minecraft don't need to abide by the laws of gravity, I like them to, okay? That's how I like to do things, despite the fact that a lot of my base is floating right now, as you can see right here. I like to think that things do abide by the simple laws of physics, which means that this would need some form of propulsion. Now, a lot of people have said you should have rockets or propellers in your circles out here, and I do like those ideas, but I didn't really know how I was going to do them. And what I've always had in my head is the thought of like an underside propulsion system that actually comes up from the floor and like powers the bottom of the base. So as you can see right here, we have this curve coming up like this, and obviously this is going to be entirely filled out. It's going to be like a big upside down cone that faces up towards the bottom of the base, and I like to think that this is what is providing the force to my base, the propulsion to my base to keep it up in the sky. Now, that is the plan of the minute. I hope that that makes sense. That's what we're going to be working on in today's episode. So I hope that sounds cool, and hopefully we can get it done today, because it's going to be a big one, but it should look pretty amazing. Progress update time. I am destroying this thing for around about the 10th time, and I'm being serious when I say that. And I'm sure you can detect a hint of anger in my voice. It's because I'm going a little bit crazy here, as this is so frustrating to make. I don't know what I've done to my sequence. I've written out my sequence in my book. I'm following the exact same sequence as this one. I just can't seem to get it right. It's 4, then 3, and then we need a 2. So that's 2 there. You can see how much compressed ice I've used as well. I've completely blasted through my supplies. So 4, 3, 2, and then another 3, and then another 2, and then a 1, then another 2, and then another 2. I mean, this is basically what I've been doing, okay? And I've been doing this over and over again, and I still seem to mess it up every single time, and I can't tell where, and I feel like I've gone wrong again. Ugh. I could just put my head through my desk. I seriously could. Finally, I think I might be able to do this one. I think I've finally worked it out. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then another 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And finally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes! Oh my word, you guys have no idea how long that has taken to do that second curve right there. Oh, okay, well, there we go. Let's hop back down to the bottom without killing ourselves. I'll probably pick up some chicken from my base, then take a look at this little fella. It's looking good already though, isn't it? And here we go, the last little bracket. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the final one all the way up to the top. And there we go. Okay, so our framework is now all in place. You can see those things stretching down to the bottom there. Now let's just sort of gracefully fall with style down to the bottom, in the words of Buzz Lightyear, and make our way over to somewhere that we can see it. Now, obviously, it is raining. It's always raining when I want to showcase my new things, but we should be able to get a good idea of what this thing's going to look like, and so far, so good. I think this looks pretty epic. Now, I know what you're thinking, okay? First off, this looks pretty mad, but also this is going to make like a really cool inside area. It's going to be like a crazy shape. Yes, I have thought about it. There are going to be rooms in here. Don't know what they're going to have in them yet. Maybe they could have like farms and things, or perhaps like a really big redstone type construction. I don't really know just yet, but boom. Oh, that looks mega. That looks so cool. I really like that. Obviously, once we fill it in, that is going to look insane. Now, I'm going to do the typical Mumbo whips out his second account to take a fly around. But, yeah, super, super positive so far. So, just a quick one here. It looks mad. It looks absolutely mega. Like something out of Star Trek, as you've heard me say many, many times before. It looks mental. Seriously, seriously. Now, I'm not going to get too close because, as you can see, it is raining. I also need to watch out that this guy down here doesn't get injured in the process of this cinematic. But super, super happy with progress so far. But, of course, that isn't it. Okay, we aren't going to be leaving it there because that would be very, very silly indeed. We have to fill this entire thing in. We've got to fill in all of those gaps and basically create a solid cone shape, which is probably going to use a ton of compressed ice and is probably going to take a very long time indeed, but hopefully the end result should be absolutely lovely. So I'm going to crack on with that one, and I'll probably do progress updates mixed with time lapses so you can see the entire process. Okay, progress update. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is actually really difficult. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just tough. It's really tough to know where to place down the blocks because, of course, we don't have like a proper circle anymore. This is sort of freestyling and basically trying to keep it 3 blocks from the edge like this. So as you can see, I've done the outer radius. These blocks here are just sort of scaffolding blocks, but now I've got to follow this one round and basically make it match up with everything else that I'm doing. And I have just no clue if I'm doing anything correct here. This could make a mess. It could definitely make a ginormous mess. Now, in today's time-lapse chat, I want to talk to you guys about something that has got me very, very excited indeed. Now, it's to do with Twitter. For those who don't know, I'm a very avid user of Twitter. I absolutely love Twitter. It's something that I browse pretty much all the time. In fact, generally speaking, when I'm recording a Hermitcraft episode, I have it open on another one of my screens. Because, of course, I've got 3 screens. You know, you have to fill them with something, and Twitter's just one of those things I can leave up there. But I was browsing through Twitter the other day, and I saw that some of the Mojangsters were tweeting out some very interesting bits and pieces about some future Minecraft updates, which is very, very good to see because, as you guys know, Minecraft 1.9 took quite a long time to come around. It looks like they've sort of got their bums in gear and that they've started work on the new update really quite quickly. Now, there's a few nether bits happening. First off, we look like we've got like a magma block or something like that, which is cool, right? That's straight away a really cool block. But the thing that's got me most excited is actually something that looks like it's going to be introduced into Minecraft Pocket Edition. Now, Minecraft Pocket Edition, generally speaking, would always have worse redstone than PC. Okay, that's a given, because of course it's Pocket Edition, you know, it doesn't have the same processing power as the PC, and also, the PC version should be the flagship version of Minecraft. It just should be, because it's like the first one, it's like the original, it's the one that set the path for the other versions of Minecraft. But by the look of things, Minecraft Pocket Edition is getting some really, really insane things. Now, one of the first things that was tweeted out was the fact that pistons could push chests. Yes, pistons could push chests, and a lever was placed on the piston as well, and it was actually powering the piston. Now, this has got me very, very excited indeed, because that would open up so many possibilities and just so many doors in terms of redstone. Not just redstone doors, obviously, but I mean, like, it would open so many doors for potential contraptions. You know, you've got like shifting storage systems, item elevators, all those sorts of things, hidden chest systems. Oh my god, it's got me really excited, and I just sincerely hope that feature gets added into Minecraft 1.10, the proper PC edition, because it's not only chests as well. A lot of people were tweeting out that maybe it could be to do with all types of tile entities, things like furnaces, dispensers. You could do mob spawners, which would be mad. Imagine if you could piston push mob spawners around. God, just the possibilities are endless, and I really, really would like to see them, because I think it would be incredible. So Mojang, if you're watching this for whatever reason, please introduce that capability. I personally would love to see it. So it is. It's a very interesting shape. It is, and it's been so difficult to build. Such a challenge to build. To try and work out where those blocks are going to be going, I don't really know how I did it, and straight away... Is that wonky? No. No, it's not. Whew. because this has to be perfect, okay? This has to be perfect, otherwise I'm going to go crazy. But yeah, it was a really difficult one to do. My mouse has started going funny, but it was really challenging. However, I'm quite happy with the end product. I think it looks cool. It definitely looks absolutely crazy. It's like no shape that I've ever created in Minecraft, really, which is a good thing. So yeah, it's looking sweet. I'm just going to walk around it for a little while, check out everything, make sure that everything's okay. Then I'm going to have to go and gather up more compressed ice because, funnily enough, I bought all of the stuff in the shop. That's all now gone. I've spent a bunch of diamonds and I have very few left. So now we're actually going to have to get ourselves a Silk Touch pick and actually go out and gather our compressed ice ourselves. So guys, it has been 1 day since the previous cut. I now have a very blocked up nose, but I am back on the Hermitcraft server once again. And I just want to say that my video schedule this week is completely messed up. It is all over the place. As you guys know, I'm currently in the process of moving into a new house, which is very exciting indeed. But the issue is that I don't get internet in the new place until Tuesday, which means I'm still recording at my old house, which means I'm toing and froing quite a bit. Yes, quite a bit. I am doing a lot of walking back and forth between houses, or driving back and forth between the two houses. But hopefully, next week, everything will go to plan, and I will get myself some internet, and I'll finally be able to start recording over there, and I'll be able to make some sweet videos for you. But I do apologise if my video schedule does get a little bit messed up over the next couple of days. Unfortunately, I can't really help that. So I've already done one enchantment, and that was this Efficiency 4 pickaxe. I've also done another enchantment to get rid of a slightly rubbish one, and this next one is going to be Efficiency 4 once again. But I'm going to try my luck, because I could do with a few workhorse pickaxes, so this is definitely going to be handy, but... Oh! Okay then, yeah, I'll take that. I mean, that is the second good old Fortune 3 pickaxe that I've got now. Excellent news, this is good. Alright, that's a good enchantment. Not quite the one that we want, but you know what? We live and we learn. So, after a handful more enchantments, as you can see right here, boom, there we go. Silk Touch is predicted by the enchanting table. So, let's do this. Please be a good one. Can't complain too much, and you know what? I think I'm actually going to combine this with my workhorse pickaxe that I've got right there to create an awesome, insane Silk Touch pick. Then we're going to grab ourselves a mending book so we can have the most flat out Silk Touch pick possible. Yes, that sounds like a very good plan indeed. Then of course we can go and gather out some compressed ice. So that is the plan for the minute. We're just going to pop back to the RV, gather some resources and get going. What should we call this thing? Mumbo's Smooth Picker. There we go, silky smooth. I hope I've spelt everything correctly. I don't know if you meant to have an apostrophe there or not. Mumbo is smooth picker. I think that's what that says. That sounds a little bit naughty, doesn't it? I don't know. I still don't know my apostrophes. I'm 20 years old. I should know this stuff by now. I even did A-level English. It's embarrassing. Ladies and gents, I was just on my way back from Impulse's bookstore, and I realised that I've walked past my chicken shack, and he's looking very different indeed. And also, he's got a friend. It looks like False Symmetry, and he's got another friend over there, but it looks like False Symmetry has created the Dirt Cheap Chicken Shack. Free cake for all customers, that's a pretty good service. I mean, if I were a customer, I know which one I'd be going to. But also, by the look of things, 2 stacks of dirt, or 1 stack of grass for 64 chicken is dirt cheap, literally. But also, all my chicken's gone from my chicken. All of my chicken's gone from my chicken. It looks like False has actually bought all the chicken from my chicken shack and is now selling it in her own chicken shack. So she's bought all of my chicken. What? She has basically paid 2 stacks of iron to convert chicken into dirt. You know what, guys? I've got a brilliant plan. I've got a really brilliant plan. I could get more than enough dirt right here to fill up this. We buy back all the chicken. It's like free iron. This is the new Iron Titan, I feel. Maybe we'll have to do that in the next episode. It's an excellent strategy. Well, by the look of things, I've popped through into the wrong portal, but I just thought I would quickly show you. Look at this place! And that! How on earth? Is that like a giant pixel art? What? No way. Wow. That's massive. Well, I never. It's a charged creeper farm. Okay, I need to up my game. I need to up my game. That is ridiculous. What an insane place this is. Still haven't found the ice spikes biome though, but this place here reminds me of Hermitcraft Series 3. So after a lot of searching and a lot of hunting in the nether, I went pretty much all over the place. I have now located the ice spikes biome, and I'm going to town on the ice spikes. As you can see right here, I've already dismantled one of them. We've got around about 5 stacks of compressed ice already, which is pretty good going. I'm looking to fill my inventory and maybe fill my inventory again, because these things, that giant like curve that we did there, I think that used something like 22 stacks of the stuff. So really, these are expensive cones that I'm creating here. So I'm probably gonna have to go ham on this for a little while, but that's fine by me, because this is probably one of the most satisfying things in the world. With this breaking noise and the speed of this pickaxe, I could do this all day long. And here we go, almost there, just a few more to go. And there it is, we have got one full inventory of compressed ice, which I would say for the minute is going to be just about enough. I don't think I'm going to be building any more of the cone structures in today's episode of Hermitcraft. Those are going to be saved for the next episode, but today has been really good. I mean, it's been a very sporadic recording session. What I will say is that it's been extremely sporadic. I have recorded this over 3 days, probably in around about 7 different sessions, which has actually been quite nice, you know. It's been really fun to just hop on, record for like an hour or so, and then hop off, and that's basically how it's gone for the entire episode. But unfortunately, that is all I've got time for today, simply because this episode is being recorded on the day that Hermitcraft is meant to be releasing, and I never ever do that, but that's how dodgy my recording schedule has got this week. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.